starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Allman. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Others through different eyes.
Yo, this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus, and with me always is...
You know Dan Albin's here.
How you doing tonight, bud?
Wow, man, I am back in the saddle, my friend.
Woo! It's been a while, right? do these things still work?
Yeah.
Yeah, they still work,
hey,
right?
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
They're
Where we
on,
been?
Buddy. They're on, they're hot, we're here, we're ready, man. We're more hot and ready than a Little Caesars pizza.
Hey, man, for $5, that's a bad bitch.
All right. I've done less for $5. I can tell you right now.
Well, yeah, we all have. And
Hell
I owe
yeah,
you
man.
a couch.
Yeah, right.
All right? That's all that matters.
That's right. So happy to be here. Happy to get back in this thing, man.
Wow, man. Yeah, well, we've been on an extended break. Everybody that keeps up with me on social media knows that I was hospitalized at the end of the year.
That's right.
We're going to get into that later in the show for the State of the Guru. Later on in the program, we'll go over everything that happened. I won't hold back, but we're going to try to jump right back in and get into a flow. And then at the end, we'll go over everything. But the main thing is I'm here talking into this microphone right now.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
So the ID mystery on this story is great because I'm talking. So it's all good, but we'll go over the details because I know how it is because I've watched a lot of those types of shows in the past couple months. So
Nice.
I'll give it to you right.
That's right. So tonight, everyone, is a great night for you guys to actually get into our world a little bit.
Yeah.
Which we don't usually do. It's not about us. But tonight, it's okay.
It's all right.
It's going to be a little bit about us.
Well, yeah, because I can't avoid the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Where you been for 2 months?
Exactly.
But, dude, I feel good. I feel great. And I got a bunch of energy. And I'm ready to just get the train back cranking.
Yeah.
The engine's running, and we're going to get this locomotive going. What do you think,
Hell
man?
yeah, man. Let's do it.
So, wow, dude. So, it's been a couple months, but our last show in December, we had our best pod person around, pod father Nick Cat Source on the show.
The Podfather.
So first up, some business for that guy real quick. I'm going to crack one in his honor. Do you want to do a double tap? Or
Oh, I'm not ready yet.
you're not ready, so you save yours for later on.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give my man Nick Catsaurus, the Podfather, big old pop top for him, man.
There you go. There it was. Episode 99, Nick Catsaurus, the Podfather, a great influence, a great collaborator. We got to say goodbye to his musical Osmosis, which was a 5-year running podcast that came to an end, and we got the last interview. So he's got other things happening. He didn't give up.
Right.
So we wish him all the best, and we're supporting him in the new adventures he's on now. So.
Yeah, it's all good. But no, big shout out to him, man. Thanks for coming on the show. I'm
Odell,
sure
too. Odell, good shout out to you, too.
Yeah, Odell. But yeah, man, we need to get him back on the show. Seriously.
Yeah,
But,
what's he doing now that that's over?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ooh, good call.
We'll find out.
Right. I like that idea. But no, so yeah, man, been a while since I did a last guest shout out, man.
Yeah, right?
Get a little rusty, man. Nuts.
It's going to be a interesting show tonight, everybody.
It is, man. Well,
we're 2 months out of the loop. We're rusty. We're
Yeah.
going to be fine, though.
yeah, it's episode 99.1
Yeah,
because we're still going to do something awesome for episode 100.
that's correct.
Just don't know how it's all going to work out now.
Yeah, we went back through the archives and realized that calling this 99.1 is actually kind of correct. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were off by a week or two somewhere in there.
Something, but you know what? It's math. It's decimal points. With the power of decimal points, it's going to allow us to flow with whatever way we want to go.
That's right.
So I'm rocking it. It sounds cool. We're back. We're on the air, and I think people are just happy about that right now.
Yeah, me included.
Yeah, we'll get the count going. We'll get the counter right eventually. But wow, dude, let's go over the show tonight because we're going to do abbreviated type of programming, something a little bit different.
Okay.
Going to add a little bit of mix, and then we're going to get into what we call the State of the Guru, just letting the audience know where we are at a show, why we were gone for so long, what is the plan for this year, what's going to happen. So we're going to go over the whole state of the show and have some fun, just talk, see what happens. Then we'll get out of here for the night. Sound awesome?
I love it.
All right, but what we're also going to do is what our semi-standard show.
Yeah.
We're going to get David Higgins on the phone system in just a moment. We're going to crank it out with him and get Higgy on the beat going. We're going to find out what's going on in Southern Maryland this weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot.
There are bands playing. They are going down. I did a little sneak peek at the 10-ounce, 12-pack sampler. And there's some names on there that we all know that we'll get into. But it's looking pretty sweet.
Wow.
So we'll touch base with him, see how his interview went with 3 Days of Rain at Toots last week. So that's going to be kind of cool to touch base with him on that.
Yeah.
And that'll be Higgy on the beat this week. What do you think?
I've been looking forward to it, man. This is going to be a great segment, as always.
Perfect. All right, and then normally we would transition in and go right into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week. But we're not doing a Guitar of the Week this week because last week the weather was bad and we couldn't get there to get the guitar for the Guitar of the Week.
There it is.
So we're just going to promote Island real quick, talk about this week's Guitar of the Week, get that back on track. And I can't wait to get back to the store because I haven't been to the store in 2 months.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I'm excited to get back there.
Right.
So I'll talk about that in the State of the Guru and during the Island spot. So
there's a lot to cover.
Yeah, so that's going to be the Island Music Company State of the Guru Guitar Week, Guitar of the Week's deal, something like that. But we'll make it work. We're going to fly into it.
You all know what we're getting at.
Yeah, I'm just talking, man. I'm talking. Then after that, we're going to get our very own Sean Kirkpatrick on the phone for Sean in 60 Seconds and catch up with him and see what he's been doing for these past 2 months.
That's right.
I am looking so forward to talking to him.
I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Dude, I am. It's going to be great.
Imagine catching up with them every week, and now we have 2 months to.
Right.
Wow!
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to blow us away.
It is. Right. And then after that, we're going to have a little bit of fun just for a hot second. Right now, before we came on the air, or before we taped the show, Mr. Albin put a text out going, hey, we want to call someone tonight randomly. Who wants in? So he put that message out. You put the message out, right?
Oh, it's out.
It's out.
Yep.
Any message back yet?
Haven't checked yet.
Okay.
All right.
So we're hoping someone messages back, and we're just going to call them randomly and just talk about random things because we don't have any questions prepared. So that'll be kind of fun, right?
Yeah, let's see if it works.
It might not work. They might have just forgot about us. It's been 2 months. But we're going to have that fun real quick, just for old time's sake, just to make sure the phone's working. You know, who knows who we're going to talk to? We might not talk to nobody.
Right.
Depends. If no one responds back,
and that's fine. I mean, we can.
Yeah, our phone system works. You don't just want to be on it. I get it. It's fine. A dial tone's fine over here. Right? I mean, dude, really. So it's all good. But we'll do that, and then we're going to get transition after that right into the main feature event tonight, and that is the State of the Gurus, what we have planned for the show going forward, why we were at break for 2 months, an update on my health, because everybody knows what's going on or knew that I was in the hospital. Right. So I'll give y'all a sneak peek of what that was like, and then we'll bring it home for the night, man. What do you think?
I'm all for it, man. I mean, let's do that. And yeah, you know, dude, I'm sorry.
Right,
I'm good here. I'm good.
Right. I would be asking you. I normally right now I would drill you for questions what you've been into.
Yeah.
But when we get to the State of Guru, we'll get into all that.
Yeah.
We'll save it for that.
We'll save it for
and that's
that.
the tease for the audience not to tune out real quick.
Exactly. Do I have a concussion or not? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Was he really outside in his underwear?
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that info. But. Yeah, so that's going to be the show tonight. But man, I say we just let's get the phone system fired up, man. Let's get David Higgins on the phone for Higgy on the beat.
Yeah, man, it's ready, dude. The phone system is working.
Hold on, soothing tones, sir. While I get the phone system
soothing tones. Up next on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, it's Dave Higgins for Higgy on the beat. Brought to you by the Southern Maryland Chronicle, right here.
It's ringing, man. I hope it picks up.
Dan and Dan.
I'm back.
Hey, Higgy, it's Dan. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, this is great to have you back on the show.
It's great to be back.
Yeah, man.
My Tuesday nights were meaningless.
We understand how that feels.
We understand how that feels, my friend. Oh, man. Dude, I got Mr. Albin in studio with me tonight. Mr. Albin, say hi to Higgy.
Higgy, hi, buddy. How are you?
Not bad. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I always love how Dan goes. I've got Albin with me in the studio. Like, where else would I be?
Hey,
I'm here.
I could have him on the back porch.
I'm always here.
With some COVID protocol. But no, we're good.
So everything's good, man. We're excited to get this fired back up, and we're happy that you are still here with us doing it, man.
Yep, I'm still here. You're still here. We're all still here.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, I was perusing the list earlier, man. The old sampler's looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, we're finally getting back to full schedules now that bars are back open to normal hours.
I gotcha.
So,
well, dude, let's jump into Higgy on the beat, and I want to hear about the 3 Days of Rain show you went to this past weekend. All right.
All right.
Dude. It's all you, buddy.
All right, good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dave Higgins for Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Chronicle newsroom. This weekend, it looks to be sunny with highs in the mid-30s down to the low 20s at night. So let's get started with what's on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, courtesy of Mr. Lynn Arion. On Friday, February 19th, 5 p.m. at the Green Turtle Sports Bar in Hollywood, you got James Cornette.
Nice. All right.
6 p.m. down at Stony Clark's Landing in Hollywood, you got Billy Eager.
Oh, Billy.
Right.
And all the way down to Charlotte Hall at Helen's Cafe, Mike Mead will be taking the stage at 6 p.m.
Look at old Mikey getting it done.
Yep. On Saturday at Running Hair Vineyard, Francis Curry will be at Prince Frederick at 1 p.m.
Awesome.
6 p.m., Jay Shade will be doing the Unplugged thing at Leonardtown Grill.
Oh, cool.
8 p.m., Paradox will be in St. Leonard at the Tavern.
All right.
Also at 8 p.m., 8 Hangers Bar and Grill in Belle Out, and you'll have David and the Dynamos.
Oh, wow. That's a cool.
Yep. Hit or Miss will be at Tap House 1637 in California at 8.
Oh, that's cool.
And Company B will be at Toots Bar at 8 p.m. also.
Sure.
And rounding out the night, Squid Ink's going to be taking the stage at Last Drop Country Bar at 9 p.m.
All right. Go good. Squid.
On Sunday, as of right now, we have one show. That's going to be Tracy Allen. He'll be over at Stony Clark's Landing in Hollywood, and that'll be starting at 2 p.m.
Cool.
When possible, going out in public, please wear your mask when social distancing is not possible. Help keep our restaurants and bars open by abiding by these simple steps to help prevent the spread of COVID. If you're going to partake in adult beverages, please have a DD or plan for an Uber or Lyft. And as always, enjoy and support local music.
Hear, hear.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Nice little 10-ounce, 12-pack sampler list to come back to.
That was a 11-pack sampler this week.
Sorry, I got into it.
Yeah, someone got into it on their way over to the studio.
Yeah, we poured one out early.
Yeah, you can't leave that shit around with me.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, are you playing at Apes, Albin? Are you with that lineup, or is that without you?
I will not be at that show.
I got you. Understood.
Inquiring.
When are you coming back?
We'll talk about that soon.
Yeah, it's State of the Guru. That's later in the episode, brother. You got to tune in too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, dude. Hey, we don't, dude. Yeah, it's our news.
Go out and support. Go out and support. But thanks for everybody who's been asking where I've been. I appreciate it. I'm still on break. Sorry.
All right, I got you. All right, cool. All right, what's up, Dave? What we got?
All right, this day in music history. 1959, Ray Charles recorded What Did I Say in New York City. The song had evolved in concert and as a call and response between Charles and his female backup singers. It became Charles' biggest hit to date, reaching number 1 on the R&B and number 6 on the pop charts.
Oh, wow, that's kind of cool.
1966, Beach Boy Brian Wilson recorded the future classic song Good Vibrations, which went on to become the band's 3rd U.S. number 1 hit. As a child, his mother told him that dogs could pick up vibrations from people, so that the dog would bark at bad vibrations. Wilson turned this into a general idea for a song.
Nice.
1990, Freddie Mercury made his final public appearance on stage when he joined the Rest of Queen to collect the Brit Award for Outstanding Contribution to Music, held at the Dominion Theatre in London, England.
Wow, it's been that long.
Yep. 2012, Whitney Houston had an invitation-only memorial at the New Hope Baptist Church in Newark, New Jersey. Among those who performed at the funeral were Stevie Wonder, Alicia Keys, and R. Kelly. Kevin Costner read a moving and personal eulogy.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, some birthdays this week. this past Sunday, Trev Barnes from the Hand-Me-Downs and Scott Lear from B Court Management celebrated on Valentine's Day.
Right.
On the 17th, we've got Mr. Wes Rice.
All right.
And on February 19th, we have Matthew Glass of Mark Glass Music.
Sure.
And that's your weekly wrap on music news. Check me out, as always, on Facebook.com/Higgy on the Beat. And as always, follow the Chronicle on Facebook at Facebook.com/SOMD Chronicle or SouthernMarylandChronicle.com for all your local, state, and regional news, weather, and sports.
Wow, dude.
All right, what a killer Higgy on the Beat this week, man.
Right, that is killer. So what?
Always great.
Before we let you go, you went down and saw TDR play at Toots, right?
Yep, I made a surprise Southern Maryland appearance.
All right, fill us in real quick of how that went down.
It was actually just kind of a last minute thing. I had a friend that passed away from COVID earlier, like about a week and a half before that, Mr. Luis Quispahaman. And they were holding his memorial service that Saturday. TDR happened to be playing at night. So my wife and I decided we were going to go to the memorial and then spend the weekend down there. And dropped in, and I told a few people that I was going to be coming. And it was just a complete blast. The energy in the place was amazing. The music was good. Yeah, TDR's always rocks it out. I danced a lot, said hi to a lot of people, drank a lot. Drank too much, actually, but,
A typical Southern Maryland response.
Hey,
Yep, it was a great time. It was great to see everybody. Yeah.
Any
Hope
nuggets
he's
from the
making a few
band?
more trips.
Any breaking news? Any kind of inside skinny stories from the band?
Nothing that I have right now.
Then those are the breaks.
So you went out just as a
fan,
as a patron, and then
Yeah,
just have a good
just
time.
went out and had fun, caught up on everything going on down there.
You're muffled, man. You got a bad phone alert.
We lost you.
Oh. I just kind of hung out, kind of caught up with everybody, got a little bit of what's going on, catch up a little bit because it's been a hot minute.
Nice.
I got you.
Yeah, we're sorry we missed you on this one, man.
Yeah, man. We'll catch you on the next one, hopefully.
Yeah. It was a very busy weekend. So, but we'll be back over soon.
Hell yeah.
Gotcha, dude. All right, man. Well, dude, Higgy, this was awesome, dude. I look forward to talking to you next week.
All right, guys. Have a great show.
All right. Have a good week, man.
All right, Higgy.
You too.
From
Bye.
the Guitar Gurus. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Well, that's the step in the right direction of guru normalcy for us. Back in the groove. It's Higgy on the Beat.
Higgy on
That's
the
a
Beat.
normal weekly thing, man.
With the Southern Maryland Chronicle,
That's
man.
right. The Chronicle.
Just getting it done over there, man.
10-ounce, 12-pack sampler. Right there, man.
Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. Just jumping right back into it, man.
Love it. He was excited. You could tell. You take a break like that, people get excited.
Definitely, man.
I can hear it in his voice.
Dude, just hearing having the headphones on, listening to him talk, man, it's bringing back a lot of memories.
That's
of me,
right.
man.
Having headphones on and hearing my buttery voice in your ears all night.
Oh yeah, the soothing tones.
Yeah, I'll
Cranking.
read you a bedtime story.
Look at this guy.
Hey, man, I've been out too, man.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
I'm
It's
losing
been
my
crazy,
shit.
dude. It's been nuts, man. Trust me, I didn't plan it.
No, actually, it was actually kind of nice. I'll talk about it later, but it was nice.
I got you.
A lot of couch time.
Yeah.
I found my sweatpants.
Oh man, gave up on the
I'm
world.
surprised I'm here.
Right, I got you. Well, dude, what we normally would do is transition into the Island Music, my Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week segment. But this week, since weather was bad, there was no guitar this week because I just couldn't make the trip down to the store.
Right.
This week, I'm hoping to get down there and get one on Friday, weather dependent.
Weather permitting.
But it's looking pretty good because weather's coming in Thursday, and they should have it cleaned up by Friday.
Right.
Hopefully to keep commerce going.
Yeah, I think Friday everything will be fine. Roads.
We'll find it. If not, we'll have to just pulse it again, and maybe I'll just do a guitar of the week from one of the guitars in my collection, if you have to.
Yeah.
Or I'll recycle a previous guitar of the week.
Yeah. Or we'll find out what's still on the shelf that no one bought yet.
Right, we'll do something. But the plan is to
Go
get down
buy
there
it.
Friday, get a guitar for guitar of the week.
Yeah.
We'll come back. I'll do my normal picture routine, play it, review it, talk about it, something I love doing.
Oh, yeah.
These past 2 months, it's been killing me, man.
Oh, I know how much you love it, man.
It's been killing me.
You can tell in the pride you take in the segment how much you love it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just right now just taking this moment to once again thank Island Music Company for sponsoring said segment.
Exactly.
Opening up the doors for us, peeling back the curtain,
Right.
getting us the gear to talk about, and making our show super, super relevant to the community.
Exactly.
So there's a synergy. There is a purpose. There is a reason why it happens.
Yep.
It's a transaction in a way.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the benefit is they know I'm going to take care of their instrument, not damage it. All I'm going to do is photograph it, check it out, and bring it back to them. And they get to talk
and do a nice review on it.
Yeah, nice review, an honest review.
Exactly.
Like when I play jazz guitars, that's not for the heavy metal guys. And I'm going to tell you, don't buy it to play Metallica.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. We're never going to tell you to buy a guitar just to buy it. Buy a guitar that fits what you're doing.
Right. And I'm glad we're having this little break so we can just talk about that too.
Exactly, because right now we'd be looking at the sweet pictures you're taking, and you'd be telling us all about the features and at a glance, and tech specs, and so we're taking that time here to.
But and it's another thing to grab the buyer's ear right now.
Right.
When you go to the guitar store to maybe purchase a guitar, I'd say go in with an open mind. Play a guitar you're definitely not going to buy.
Yes, there you go. That's great advice.
And play a guitar you definitely think you are going to buy.
I like that approach.
And try out a couple different. Because once you break the ice of asking to see one and you ask to see another, then you're going to build the rapport with one of the excellent staff members at Island, and they're really going to help you find the instrument that you want, because you might not want what you want.
Yeah.
There's been I got a couple guitars on my wall right now that when I got them, I thought I had something envisioned, and it's really not what the vision is. It's still a great instrument, but it didn't work out for me the way I thought it was. So I'm honest enough to admit that. So,
well, yeah, we live and we learn. That's how else do we find out. But I like what you're saying about breaking the ice of just, hey, can I check this out?
Get the interaction
because
going.
If there's any younger people who listen, I hope there are.
Right.
It can be intimidating going to a music store, and there's other musicians in there, and the salespeople are musicians. But the one thing that happens at Island, or doesn't happen at Island, is the fact that if you ask to see a guitar, the salesperson who hands it to you isn't going to show you up with it before he gives it to you.
Right.
And that right there for me is a killer at music stores. It's like, can I check this out? Sure, here it is. Let me plug it in and let me just show you. Like, okay, I don't even want to play this now.
Right, unless you want them to do that, they'll do that.
Right.
That's on-demand service.
It is. I mean, if you say, hey, can you really,
shred that thing so I can see it.
Don't shred it and then hand it to me and go, hey, there you go, and let me know if you need anything else. I was like, fuck.
Right.
So once you do that, you'll feel more comfortable about, okay, well, I spent a few minutes with this, it doesn't feel right. And you look around, you say, well, let me check this one out. I like the way they handle things over there.
Right. But the main thing is get the interaction going and get comfortable asking to check things out.
Yeah.
Because then the more apt you are to find the instrument you like. Because I remember going to the store, getting I got one chance to try out one guitar. Shit, I better make sure I pick the right decision.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. Like I said.
It's not. It's different now.
Take your time. Try out a guitar you definitely know you're not going to buy. Try out one that you definitely want to buy but can't afford.
Yeah.
Because that's always fun.
It is
That's
fun.
always fun.
It's like test driving a Ferrari when you know you can only afford a Pinto.
Right, but still do it.
But you drove it.
Yeah,
It's
still
fun.
do it and get the experience.
Yeah.
And I always say this, and I've made this mistake a couple times in my days when going to the guitar store. Hey, when you plug me into an amp, can you make sure you put your kind of settings on it so I can try this thing out without blowing this place up?
Right.
With volume, because I obviously don't know that much about whatever amp you're going to plug me into.
Yeah,
Can
you're
you
not
help
there.
me out?
You're not there to buy amps.
Right. So always bring that up, and
Yeah.
that's going to go miles for you.
Right.
Because that's going to, again, open up for interaction. Open up for, hey, what sound do you like? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Because they might plug you into something different.
Yeah, and
So-
you'll that's how you find out what the capabilities of that instrument are towards what you're doing. Great advice, man. You heard? Listen to that. It's not the guitar of the week. It's the guitar purchasing advice of the week.
Of the week at Island Music. Well, they do such
At
a great
Island Music is where you purchase it, though.
right. Well, they do such a great job with allowing access to the instrument. It's really quite phenomenal.
Oh, there's a lot of money just sitting out there that
Right.
you're allowed to
Just,
play.
I mean, but
Go
you
ahead.
got to be respectful. You can't
Yeah.
hacksaw Jim Duggan the damn thing. But you know, 2x4 guy from wrestling.
Yeah, we all know. Okay, USA. Cross-eyed with the cross-eyed.
right.
Just if you're kind of clumsy,
Yeah. Don't
make
pick
sure
up
the
the Les
guitar has a
Paul.
strap on it. or
Right,
something.
right.
Like, say, hey, I'm kind of clumsy. Boom. Oh, I dropped another one.
Well, that brings up a great point. Say, hey, I'm kind of clumsy. Can I try this out on the stage?
Yeah, can I sit down with
Could
this?
you have a
and-
bigger area? Because sometimes it can get tight in there.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure you've seen your share of people dropping guitars in a guitar store.
It happens, but it's not the end of the world. So
No.
don't think of that. But if you're prone to clumsiness, just ask for a bigger space.
Yeah.
They have them available. You just have to ask. Again, the intimidation factor. When you walk through the threshold, you can take off the intimidation factor.
Yeah, you can ask the questions you want to ask. They'll help you.
Yeah, there's no shaming that island.
Nope.
No, they're there to help. It's
Right.
actually kind of refreshing.
Yeah, Jack's the sales manager. He's done a great job over there.
That he has.
There you go.
That he has. But yeah, I mean, that's my advice for Guitar of the Week. That's
Yeah.
my advice for how to handle yourself. And the main thing is just take your time. And you don't have to buy the same day you go there.
No, you don't.
If you want to think about it for a day, think about it for a day.
Yeah, it's-
sometimes that's the best.
It is, because I know when we were in our early 20s, it was like, I'm not leaving here without something.
Yeah, I bought it.
I'm buying something. Then a month later, you're like,
Why did I buy this?
why did I? Then you're calling your friends, like, trying to make a trade and a deal or something.
Right,
Hey, I got this great guitar I want to trade. What you got? Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the ideal thing would be go on a Friday, check some things out, think on it Friday night, and then go back Saturday, make a decision. If you're in the market.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would do.
I like that.
I mean, just think about it. Try it out. But yeah, I think that's how we're going to do this week. That's a good little couple minutes talking about Island and the process down there.
Hell yeah.
Gets us talking again, and then hopefully next week we're going to have a brand new Guitar of the Week. I'm amped to get down there, check out the store. It's been 2 months
Yep.
since I've been there. I'm excited for it, man.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. Well, that's the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week segment. I hope you guys enjoyed it this week, and that's what it is. We're going to transition into one of the most beloved segments in all of podcasting in all of Southern Maryland. That is Sean Kirkpatrick's Sean in 60 Seconds. But first, I need Dan Alban to do the soothing tones so I can get the phone system cranking.
That's
man.
right, man. It is time for Sean in 60 Seconds, right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Sean Kirkpatrick and his many adventures.
Oh, it's ringing, dude. I hope this number works still. It's been a while.
Will he answer?
Really? We don't know. It's dangerous. Wow.
Oh, the suspense.
Good evening, gurus.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, Sean, it's happening, dude. We're back. Is this thing working?
It's working. It's working, man.
We still got a good phone number for you.
Yeah,
All right,
man. This is awesome, dude. Well, dude, it's been a couple months, man. We're glad to have you back on the show. We're glad to get this thing fired back up, man. How you been?
I have been doing pretty well, I would have to say. We played a couple shows with Girl Crush over the past couple weeks. We did Allison's 50th birthday party over at Ape Hangers a couple weeks ago. That was a blast, and so much fun, in fact, that Art called us the following week to book us for the next Saturday too.
That's awesome, man. That's good
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, so that was a good time. I got a bunch of dates coming in for more for this coming year, so I'm really excited about that.
How's that band practicing going out with them, man? How's that been happening?
Well, aside from the long drives,
Yeah.
we're actually working on setting up. I've already set it up. I just need to try it out. There's this app called Jam Kazam. Have you heard of it?
No.
Just now. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
online rehearsal, basically. Everybody that has the app, if they have a digital audio workstation or interface that you can plug into, the app is the DAW, so you just plug in, tell it, this is the signal for my instrument, and you all join into a lobby, basically, or like a online little room. And I'm still on the fence about the latency issues that could occur from that, but we'll find out. Next I'm gonna be trying it out in the next couple of days here. So
that's interesting, man. I hope you have the best internet possible at your place.
Well, it's good internet here. I can play video games on it and everything, and I'm set up real close to the routers. So
nice.
It's for best experience. You should be hardwired, but
yeah, you should be. But dude, that's an interesting thing, man. You're talking about doing this in a Zoom meeting, basically, but it's on a higher quality with your workstation and everything. This kind of fascinates me a little bit.
You don't actually need like a digital audio workstation. You just need the interface. Like I said, the app is like a standalone workstation for you. Right. So there's no like plugins or anything like that. You just you can send like 3 or 4 instruments at a time. So I'll be running like tracks and clicks and drums from my station, and then guitar player runs guitar into it, and then what I'm assuming happens is it uses a server, like a middle base, so that everybody hears like the same delay or whatever, so that it's synced up at least.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm very skeptical about these kinds of things.
Sure. There's nothing better than being in the same room together, working on things, of course. Now, with this, is there also a video feed with this?
No. It's strictly audio.
All right. I got
In fact, you have to actually tell it.
No cues. Wow.
Yeah, you have to like tell it if you wanted to have if I wanted to talk to them, I have to hook up a separate microphone, or I can use the laptop microphone, but I have to tell it it turns into a separate instrument on the workstation. You know what I mean?
Right.
So basically, it's an online digital audio station where everybody remotes into the software separately.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, dude, the internet's amazing.
It is amazing. That is
it's like the double-edged sword of how much everybody hates the internet, but you hear stuff like that, you love the internet.
Yep.
Right.
So that's like, wow, dude, as long as everybody's got bandwidth, I don't see the issue.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Right. I mean, if you can play, high-paced video games online, why can't you have band practice?
There it is.
Yeah, I mean, dude, in some of those maps, man, there's hundreds of players playing, so yeah.
Yeah, why can't you have five people jamming together? Should be able to, no problem. Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad, man. Hell yeah, Sean.
I like it.
I'll definitely let you guys know next week what my take is on the experience.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of really jonesing to hear about it. And the best thing is the weather can't cancel band practice.
Right.
Only power being out.
That's it. You're right.
Yeah, it's like schools don't get snow days anymore.
Oh, they'll find a way, dude.
They still do because the custodians have to go in.
Right.
So it's a snow day. Can't go in. Like, come on. You're learning from home. There's no snow days.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they'll do. They'll just be like, all right, get your laptops out. It's snowing out.
Yep. Exactly.
Wow, that's
wild, man.
That app is intriguing, man, because that could be a real big game changer for a lot of bands that just want to get together but don't have can't have all the time and to drive there, to do the whole process. So that's really cool.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of musicians out there who want to, play a certain style of music, and you can really kind of cater what musicians you want to play with. You don't have to really be limited to the local musicians or the ones who are, close to you if it does work.
Right. Yeah, it's not the old days. I'm going to go jam with these guys. It's about an hour and a half drive away, though. But I'm going to go, how old that gets quick. But
so, if you're really into, some type of metal scene, like in Finland, and want to jam with local guys over there, you can jam with them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
You can communicate.
Well, dude, I mean, at that point, at some point, the love of metal will make English the language to use. Remember, over there, English is the second language.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, although with Finnish doom metal, they tend to go more for the ancient Germanic.
Yeah, right.
There's your history lesson on Finnish death metal. Everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what they do.
Any kind of European hardcore metal I'm into, man.
Dude, I was listening to Disgraceland recently, or actually it was a couple months ago. But they were talking about this Finnish metal band. It was a specific musician. I can't remember his name right now, but apparently he was so into the scene. Like, he wasn't so much into like the metal music as he was just like the lifestyle. And he was feuding with other metal bands about who was the most metal, who was the most brutal person or whatever. And he ended up like burning down a shit ton of churches, like doing a whole bunch. Like, he actually got arrested, and I think he ended up getting killed.
Wow. Holy shit, that's extreme, man.
Well, dude, the word fan is short for fanatic.
Yeah.
He was such a fanatic, he went nuts, man.
He wanted to show him that, dude. He was serious, man.
Wow, dude. That's
Good
nuts.
Lord.
Woo!
But yeah, so on a lighter note, the lovely and energetic Energizer Bunny that is Sheila Klotz is at it again with another drum set showcase coming up.
Yes.
So she's got it's for ages 8 to 17. Registration starts on March 1st. It's going to be in St. Mary's County, and the showcase is on May 2nd. The spots are going to fill up fast, but I'm going to be judging. I'm going to be one of the judges. There's a couple other ones as well.
Awesome.
Sheila is not going to be a judge, so you don't have to feel pressured by her.
All right.
But the prizes, I'm kind of jealous right now. I wish I could actually enter the competition. They have a WLF3 snare, TRX cymbals, LP bells and blocks, and a bunch of other stuff as well.
The prize game is top shelf.
Get your kids registered, man. Get them in here. Dude, this is badass prizes, man.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, all you have to do is just put together a 3-minute show. You can have help from whoever you want. And, that when the day of the showcase, you come and perform, and we'll decide who the winners are.
Yeah.
That's really rad. When's that happening?
The showcase is on May 2nd. Registration starts on March 1st.
All right. Well, keep us up abreast each week, and we'll make sure we promote it, man. That's cool.
Good job, Sheila.
Yeah.
You work hard, and this is great. And good job picking Sean as a judge. So,
yeah.
Kids, if you're listening and you're in the contest and you don't feel comfortable about winning, just wink at Sean. That works every time.
Yeah. I'm easy.
Just give him the old, thumbs up with the wink. He's got you.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool.
And if you do a stick trick, you get bonus points.
There it is.
There it is. Inside
man,
skinny.
What a great thing, man. So thanks for promoting that. That's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
I'm looking forward to that. Furthermore, for shameless self-promotion, this weekend on Saturday, February 20th, my band More is going to be playing at the Falston Barrel House from 7 to 11. It's going to be a full-blown rock show, so...
That's real cool. Are y'all got to wear a mask on stage?
No.
Nice.
Rob wears a mask on stage part of the time because it says more on it. It has the logo and everything, but the rules are the stage is basically at our table. So the rules are: you get into the bar. If you're standing, you're wearing a mask. If you're sitting at a table, you can take your mask off. Last time we were there, the security was top notch, and everybody had a great time. We had it was a separated dance party, so to speak, because you can dance at your table as long as you stay like.
Oh God! All right, I'm all right. That's embarrassing. You can dance at your table.
Yeah.
All right.
You can dance elsewhere, but you have to take your mask. You have to bring your mask with you, put it on, and everything. So.
Oh God, dude.
I get it.
I know, but dude, I had this whole thing when I go to clubs or bars. There's this invisible dance line on the dance floor, and it seems like every time someone passes it, they always just bust into a move. Now that line has been erased, and it's everywhere. So you're just going to see random people just jerking moves at their table so they don't have to wear a mask.
I used to stand in the back to get away from that. Now it could happen in the back.
Right, exactly. I'm broken.
Damn it.
I'm broken by that. Anyway, dude, Sean, that's an awesome way to come back after a big break, dude. We've missed you, man.
I missed you guys too, man. I'm glad that everything's okay and we're back at it again. You know.
Yeah,
Right.
hell yeah, man. And when I send you a private message, you need to respond to me, man.
Oh,
Did I not respond?
Oh, you ghosted the shit out of me.
oh, wow.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm terrible about that.
Yeah,
Actually-
I know.
I ghosted my mom last night. I had to message her back this morning. That's how bad I am.
Well,
Like
this
I
was like
was in the
3
middle of
weeks
messaging
ago.
her, and then I passed out, and I woke up the next morning. I felt like shit, and I had to wait until she was up to text her back, be like, "Hey, sorry."
Yeah, don't you know who I am?
Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
Here we go.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, hit me back sometime and read that message again in case you didn't see it. Don't read it out loud, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna go back and look at it now because I have absolutely no idea what it said.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I thought you didn't like me. I feel better now.
Cool.
Of course, I like you guys. And before I go, I just want to do one of these numbers here.
All right.
Yes.
Nice. Appreciate that.
Nice pop, man. Nice
Appreciate
pop.
that.
Is that a Mully's?
Actually, this is a Bud Light Platinum Seltzer Citrus because
Well, I wish you'd have just said yes. Why, yes, it is.
I should have said yes. I shouldn't have admitted to that, but you know.
It's your brand. It's your brand, man. A Bud Light Platinum Sparkling Strawberry
All right, I'm
water.
out, dude.
I don't know
I'm so
what it,
out
what'd
of
he
this
say?
thing already. All right. Hey, Sean, from Guitar Gurus, we say thank you. We look forward to next week and have yourself a hell of a good time tonight, my friend.
I intend to. You guys have a great night as well.
All right,
All right,
brother.
man.
Be
See
good,
you next
man.
week. Later.
All right, guys.
All right,
See ya.
bye. Yes. Woo! Well, there he goes, dude.
See?
Oh, God, dude.
He's
I got
got me
broken
laughing.
twice. I got fucked up twice in one interview.
Right.
People dancing at their table.
Exactly. He's got us laughing on his way out of the segment. Damn, I
Dude,
love it.
What was that? What did he have tonight?
A Bud Light Platinum Sparkling Cucumber Douche Water. I don't know what it was.
Dude, oh my God. Wow,
I don't know.
Dude, it sounds like he ordered it's like part of a computer. I got a Bud Light Platinum laser engraved situation auto cranker.
Yeah, we
I don't-
missed it. We missed this, man. You
Dude,
can
that's
tell.
good stuff, dude. It's good
That's
stuff,
great.
man.
God bless you, Sean. Sean Kirkpatrick. Sean in 60 seconds.
Wow, man, that didn't disappoint, man.
Hell no.
That's good stuff, dude. But, dude, we're right on time, man. We're coming up right on to the 43-minute
Holy
mark.
shit. Just as normal, like it always is.
Dude, I checked Facebook. No one's responded to our freaking post.
Not yet.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on tonight.
I don't, dude. It's Tuesday night, man.
Yeah. Are they all getting ready to watch the town hall? or something?
It's earth. We're over, dude. We've been off air. That's done with.
Yeah. It's come on, guys. I'm still holding out hope that someone will come through.
Well, I'm thinking, dude, we're gonna hit this pocket of time. They had their chance. They can say we never gave anybody an open chance.
That's
'Cause
right.
It's documented now.
It's wide open.
I think we'll transition into the State of the Guru, say our piece for the next 10, 15 minutes, and then get on out of here for the night.
You
What
want
do
to do
think?
this now, or
Dude,
you want to take a short
Nope,
minute?
I want to just crank it out. What do you think, man?
Well, I need to re-up on the beverage.
You go re-up while I get my situation here, and I'll just talk into the microphone randomly for 30 seconds. Because it feels good to be back in here, man. I tell you what, I'm great, man. I'm doing fantastic. Well, dude, now that I have the microphone to myself for a second, I want to take this time to say thank you to everyone out there in Guru Land for checking in on me, making sure I was feeling good. I owe everybody a big thank you for that, so thank you. And I've missed this, man. This is real cool. Having the headphones on, cranking the tunes in the background, talking to Higgy, talking to Sean, talking about island music. It's been real fun tonight. And it's just awesome. And I really can't wait to get back to Island this Friday to get to the next Guitar of the Week. I'm hoping that the weather cooperates because I'm going to be mad if Mother Nature makes us delay it another week. But I'm excited, man. The State of the Guru is upon us. Episode 99.1. This is why we came in tonight, to get this done so we can get the show cranking again and eventually get to the episode 100 spectacular. But Mr. Albin's back in studio, man. Did you get yourself a refreshment?
I did, and I am settled in with a nice refreshment. Ready to do the Guru State of the U.
Wow, dude. Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, man. Well, dude, here it is, dude. We're back here in the studio. We're doing episodes again. So that's the first and foremost. The show's back on.
Yeah.
We had to take a break. For one, we went on our winter break midway through December. And while on break is when I got ill. And what happened was, I'll take you back to what happened. New Year's Eve, or the week of New Year's Eve, I can't remember, it was Tuesday, Wednesday. I woke up and tried to get out of bed, and I fell right to the floor. I couldn't walk. My legs didn't work, man. It was insane. So I was scared, for one. It was scared, right?
Right.
But the day before, I kept complaining that my legs hurt. Like, I felt like I have sore muscle. You know, like if you work too hard or went and jogged, that you would have sore muscles. So I just felt like I was sore, and I'm like, I couldn't get it out of my head. I just didn't understand why. But I just rationalized it. I've been sitting in the office at my home all year. But that was wrong. That was wrong.
Yeah, you got to move around.
Yeah, so I woke up that morning and tried to get out of bed, man. Fell right on the floor, man. And my wife got up. We were all freaked out because we just didn't understand it. Because when I say my legs, they just gave out, and then I just couldn't. I had no energy in them. It was crazy, man. And it was the thigh part.
Right.
I could feel down here. Kneecap down, I could feel that. You know, I could feel them.
Yeah.
But I had no leg. I didn't have no.
Your quads.
My
right
quads
there.
were gone. They locked up.
Yeah.
And then my hands started locking up too.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to the hospital, I couldn't use my hands. It was like I could only use this one like this with my thumb. It's like I barely used my phone.
Like a crab.
Right. This hand I couldn't. When they said do 2 thumbs up, I was like this, and I couldn't. I legitimately couldn't raise my right thumb.
Oh my God.
So I'm freaked out at this point because that basically it's basically paralyzed. You know, I could not use it.
Yeah. You're thinking, am I ever going to be able to do this again?
Right. So my wife and my father-in-law loaded me up in the vehicle, right? Because I could not walk. And everybody's like, why didn't you call an ambulance? I wanted to go down to St. Mary's Hospital because that's where Trish was at for her last procedure, and we've had nothing but luck down there. So that's where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So they loaded me up in the SUV, and we got down the road.
Hell yeah.
And now it's crazy because at COVID time, going to the hospital is no easy thing, man. Right. So we pull up to the we pull up to the front of the hospital.
Yeah.
She goes inside and explains the situation that I can't walk inside. They need a wheelchair. They come out, wheelchair me into the ER. She's with me right there. They check my paperwork, ask me a couple questions, and then they ask her to leave.
Wow.
Right? Because there's no visitors.
And that sucks, man, when you're by yourself in the hospital, man.
Right. So she has to go outside and wait in the truck out in the parking lot while I'm in the ER getting checked out by all the doctors, dude.
Oh, man.
And I don't know what's going on at this point. You know, they're taking blood from me. They're doing like, I will have to say this. They calm my nerves down right away by doing a test to make sure like my spine was good. Like that wasn't the issue why my legs weren't working.
Right.
So they eased my mind there.
That's good.
So I had that going for me because I had to do the MRI where you go in the tube.
Oh, yeah.
Lord, man.
And that loud noise and all
Yeah,
that
oh my
shit.
God, man, dude. It's 2021. You can't make that bitch quieter.
Right.
Come on, man.
It's claustrophobia, man.
Right. Anyway, but now that they hooked that up, they confirmed my spine was good. So that's why, and the whole time they were doing that, they were waiting for blood work to come back.
Yeah.
And by the time all that got back, that's when they figured out my potassium level in my bloodstream dropped to critically low levels.
Yikes.
a normal potassium reading, whatever the gauge is 2.5 to 3.1 is normal, and anything below 2 is considered critically low. When they tested mine, I was at 1.5.
Oh, shit.
That's why everything was shutting down, because it was sucking all the potassium out of my muscles
Right.
for my body to work.
Yeah.
So they just started pumping me up, dude. And it took them 2.5 days to get it where it was normal, where I could walk on my own.
Jeez.
Wow. So talk about a dude and they told me that it might not be right when it comes back. There might be damage. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I had that, dude. That was 48 hours of like, you don't know, man.
Right. So now you're probably having to do regular checkups periodically, just to make sure you're not going to drop again. Like
Right.
that.
Oh yeah, man. So I changed my whole diet, my whole routine, and the way I added up to this is it's definitely a COVID impact, because ever since COVID, my whole routine of life has changed. Where I've been living at home, basically, and going to work at home, and basically got into the ritual of eating the same foods over and over, repetitive, and it just had a slow drain on my potassium level.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no deviation or variation of your day.
I had my set. I actually had I had like my little meal schedule of what I did pretty much for the year. And if I broke everything down to you and read it, you'd be like, oh shit, that's not bad. But it was just not enough. Over time, it was a slow spiral down. That's why it didn't hit me all of a sudden, where I was like, oh my God, something's wrong. It was slowly going down.
Right.
And earlier when I said like my legs felt sore, I've been having muscle soreness all year long, and I just chalked it up to not being active, being at home every day.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to the signs.
Right.
So that's one of the things, man. So now I had to change up my whole diet, change up my whole routine, and just experiment with a lot of different foods I just didn't think about. So I did. At the end of the day, it was scary as hell. But at the end of the day, it's a really simple fix.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? I mean, dude.
Well, sometimes people have to go through these things to understand that there is something that has to be taken care of. Because if nothing happens to you, but there's something going on, you don't know about it, you don't think about it.
Right.
Right?
So,
If you're working from home, people, for a long period of time, be very mindful of what you're eating during the day. And if you get a chance, you get a 20-minute lunch break, go outside and take a walk around a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
Move
I
around.
definitely don't do that.
You
I won't
move.
lie.
You gotta move around because you don't want to get a blood clot. Fuck, that'll kill you.
Oh man. So I'm in the hospital for 4 days. So 2.5, I didn't know I was gonna walk again.
Yeah.
So after that, they started slowly working with me. Sorry, I'm getting dry mouth from talking so much. But so they started working with me, and when I say my muscles started firing back up, you know when you wake up and you accidentally fall asleep on your arm and it tingles a little bit when it comes back up?
Yeah.
What happened to me, man, it felt like a millionfold that. Like it was insane, to the point where I actually had to ask something to take off the edge.
Oh, the needles.
It was insane what I felt like. It was nothing like any kind of like that. Because I guess they've been asleep for so long because of the slow drain.
Yeah.
When they all fired up, man, it was like this sensation. It was like a godlike sensation, dude. And it was like a miracle of like how quick everything came back up to where I was started moving around.
Yeah.
So when I left the hospital, I felt drained. Don't get me wrong. I'm painting this rosy picture where it's really not rosy, but it came back where I got out of the hospital, where I had to take it easy, and for the past month and a half, I've been slowly building my energy back up.
There you go.
Because it drained me out, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I talked to you during all that, and you definitely just talking to you on the phone, that was taxing.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just exhausted.
Yeah. So I've just been resting, man.
Hell yeah, man. You have to. Because no matter what you're doing in this world, taking yourself as a priority to take care of yourself is more important than anything else. Taking care of yourself is even more important than your family. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be there for your family.
True that.
So
man.
that's the best thing you can do for your family.
Yeah.
Your job, your stress, your work, whatever you got going on, it's okay to just say, stop. I'm taking care of me.
Right.
Because I'm not ready to dip out yet.
Right. Not yet, Captain.
I'm not yet. And I'm definitely not ready to, lose any of my cognitive,
Right.
You gotta take care of you. So you did that, you're doing that. You could have said, hey, I need a year. And be like, take as much time, like I told you.
Yeah.
Whatever it is for you, we're doing it.
Nah, we're back, dude.
You take care of yourself, don't worry about it. Yeah, because there was a few times we talked, and you're like, man, what do you think, man? I appreciate you asking. But
yeah.
And if you and then you say, I think I need more time. It's like, yeah, of course, absolutely, dude. No doubt.
Right.
Absolutely.
Dude, it feels good though to be back in here tonight, man.
It does.
I was actually kind of nervous because I haven't done it in so long, and
I know being around me makes people nervous.
Right, and I was like, man, the equipment, got to do this, got to get everything checked. But what we're gonna do now, man, is the show's gonna take a different type of a take for a while, just to break up the monotony of just always doing a featured guest every week.
Right.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a couple people on each week and have like some roundtable discussions on different musical things going on in the industry, via local live music, via gear coming out, just some musical conversation, just to really get into the music talk radio of it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do the whole politics thing. We're just gonna keep it music.
No,
you know what?
It's not a political show.
And if you bring up a band that has a political view, we're not going there. We're not gonna turn it into a shouting match of musical stuff. We're just gonna talk about music. Just be like, hey man, Stone Temple Pilots, man, the snare on fucking Plush is awesome.
Yeah, if two guys from two different genres want to argue over the sound of a particular drum head, I get it. I want to hear both sides of that.
Yeah,
but that's as far as we're gonna let it go.
Right. And now, if you want to get animated talking about gear, God bless you. I'm all in.
Hell yeah, I'll sit back and listen.
Right, exactly. But we're not going to bash people because of the way they believe. We're not going to do all that nonsense. We're not going to turn it into one of those type of shows.
It's not a daytime trash talk show. No, we're not the Springers and Morris of the world.
No. We're going to get people that we respect around here that are musicians to come on the program to talk about what's going on musically.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's up.
Yeah, I am excited about it.
Now, if there's stories of like, hey, man, I was on my way to a gig. I stopped at the local Arby's and had a bad experience at the drive-thru, I want to hear about that.
Yeah.
I want to hear about that stuff because that matters.
That's relevant to all the guys after gigs or going to gigs. And
right.
We all pull through a drive-thru.
Right.
And after you've been through a gig or whatever and you have a bad time, you're just like, I just want my damn food.
Right.
I'm hot. I'm sweaty. Jeez.
Yeah.
I want to hear all about it.
So I said we're going to do some fun stuff like that for a while and then sprinkle in interviews as necessary. Yeah,
if somebody's coming up or somebody has something really big they want to push that's coming out.
Yeah, we're going to do an interview.
We're going to accommodate that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But we're just not going to book an interview just to book an interview.
Yeah.
I think it kind of got too much at a point where it was like kind of forced. We're having a lot of extra double repeats and it's just kind of like, how many questions can we ask them? So I think we have such a growing base of past guests that can come on the show and talk about other things than besides promotion, but it'll still be relevant.
Exactly.
And they can still be like, hey man, while I'm on the show, don't forget, check out my band.
Yeah, before you go, you got any gigs coming up.
Yeah, we're still going to give you that courtesy. So it's going to be kind of actually rad.
Yeah, come check us out this weekend, blah, blah, blah. We're not ever going to stifle that. Ever.
So it'd be kind of like, dude, get Jake from Squid Ink.
Yeah.
Have him come on, just have him talk about other things.
Right.
I think that'd be kind of cool, man. I don't know. And then, we add a couple mix to it. So, like, we could beg Odell. Come on, Odell,
Yeah.
Have them two on the show together. I'm just saying, it could be anybody. I'm going to send a mass email out to the Guru backstage list and see who wants in. And see how we can do some different mashups. But I think we're going to keep it to 2 or 3 people at a time. That way it's 4 or 5 altogether. So it's not too much.
Right.
Maybe try 2 at first. I think 3 might be a crowd. Because when you add us in.
And we would love for you guys to throw us ideas for topics.
Yeah.
dude, hit us up with topics you would love to hear people talk about or discuss.
Right.
Is there something that you would like to hear a couple of local musicians touch on and talk about? Give you the inside scoop on things.
Right. Here, I'm going to give you the biggest inside scoop ever for fast food. We'll go back to this well. Pinefield McDonald's in Waldorf is the best McDonald's around.
There it is.
Just go there and try it out. There it is.
I knew that was coming.
I know. Hey, it's run that good, dude. It's run that good.
Hey, for somebody to praise an operation from a McDonald's, that says something.
I know, man.
Because a lot of them are haggard operations.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can come after me if they want. I said it.
Right, but so that's the state of the Guru in a nutshell. I'm okay. Had a scare. Recover mode. Made sure I recovered fully before taking on the responsibility of the show again. Because besides the once a week that you guys tune in, there's a lot of other stuff that goes into it.
There's a lot.
So I had to make sure I was right, to make sure I did it right, that I'm going to do it right.
Yeah.
So I'm good. Now's your time, man.
I'm good.
Do you have anything you want to talk about? Anything going on with the bands? How are you doing things before we get out of here?
I mean, it's no big secret that I've taken the winter off.
Right, exactly.
I'm taking the winter off. I'm playing it safe.
Right.
And whether you respect that or you think it's ridiculous or not, it's my decision, and I'm okay with it. Because I am being very responsible. Because I have a family at home.
Hey, it's not like you're drawing a paycheck and making them pay you.
Yeah, if I was on my own, I'll be honest with everybody right now. If it was just me, I would probably be a lot more irresponsible than I am. But I'm a grown-ass adult with responsibility, so I'm doing what I feel is the right thing for me. So I'm taking the time off. Now, I may be showing up pretty soon. I'm going to leave that out there for now because I haven't confirmed anything, but we're talking less than a month.
Oh, wow.
I may come out of the shadows. I may come out of hiding. I may get back in the groove. But for me to do that, there has to be other things in place that I'm not just the only one being responsible. The establishments have to be responsible. It has to be a good environment, and things have to be smart.
Right.
So that's what I got going on, and I'll be back out there soon. I'll do some things. I got some things coming up. I'm not going to share them yet, but
man, the big
I'm not dead in the water, people. I ain't gone yet. So other than that, I'm good, man. Yeah.
I got you, man. Well, dude, that's cool. Well, I'm just happy to be back in here. I like this type of environment. So starting next week, man, we're gonna try a different format. And try to keep the show between an hour and 10, 15, 20 minutes long. That's the goal.
I like it.
Right now, we carried on a little bit, and we're at an hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but that's cool.
We're excited.
Yeah, we're excited. I'm good. I mean, that's a good length. I don't want to do any more super long shows ever again.
Well, remember the first time we had that conversation?
Right.
Where we almost did like 3 hours. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. And then we got down to like 2:10. It's like,
right.
That's better.
Yeah.
Then after a while, it's like, we don't need to go over 2 hours.
Right.
Which 2 hours is kind of average for us if you really look at all.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah, I think an hour 10, hour 15 is perfect.
It's perfect, and we didn't do any breaks this week, so everybody got a full on.
It's a full hour
of content, live recorded, no stops, dude.
What do you think about that, everybody?
That's pretty cool.
Nobody else is doing that.
Nope. But I'm glad to be back, man. This is cool, man.
Me too, man. I've been just walking around the house for 2 months talking like this all the time to make sure I didn't lose it.
Right.
Because this isn't my regular around the house voice.
Right.
I have to do this. So here it is. It's still here. So I made sure that I stretched that out. So
that's cool, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, good, dude. I feel good, man. The show's rocking right now, and I think it's a great way to send off. Tease next week's show.
Yeah.
Next week, I think we're going to play with the dot shows for a while until I get a really cool thing set up for episode 100.
Yeah, we want to do 100 right.
Yeah, so I'm taking it easy because I've kind of been out of the loop.
Yeah.
So the dot shows continue.
That's right.
Hey, that's the charm of this show. We're changing it up.
Yeah, it's our fucking show. It's our fucking rules.
Yeah. And I need more time.
Sorry.
And I need more time, and decimal points are awesome.
Exactly. They are awesome.
And we had to start at 99.1 because, A, that's just the greatest 3 numbers in the DMV ever, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
So I look forward to 99.2, and I know it's going to irk someone, but
we're switching over to the HD part of the dial.
The dial, right? Until we get where we want, then we'll do episode 100. So that's even a bigger tease. You got to wait around even longer.
Exactly.
Dude, this is like waiting for episode 100. It's like waiting for a roller coaster at a theme park. When you think you're near the coaster station and you round the corner and you see 3 more switchbacks, we just gave everybody some switchbacks to look at.
Yes.
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 I always wanted to know how it was to be on the other side of this.
That's
kind of good.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
Just good.
They really present it to where you feel like, oh, this is great. Oh, shit. That line is longer than...
Right. So get in line for 100, but it's going to be well worth the wait.
It's been an hour. And then you see a sign that says, from this point, 30 more minutes.
Right.
Shit.
From this point, 9 more episodes.
Right. There it is.
There it is. Well, dude, I'm ready to get out of here. You ready?
I'm ready.
Wow, dude, I don't even know how to end the show anymore.
Well, we're going to say...
tell me what to do.
Thank you, guys.
Hold on. We got to thank the sponsors.
We're going to thank the sponsors.
But it's an abbreviated sponsor list, so go with me on this.
Right.
So very quick, we're going to thank Southern Maryland Chronicle, David Higgins.
That's right.
#1 sponsor. #1A sponsor, Island Music Company.
Correct.
Always doing their thing. Awesome sponsor #3 is going to be Christopher Lane Tattoos. And Brian Cooper from Cooper Construction. And then we're going to get back into this and we're going to see what's going on in the future. All right?
That's correct.
Good deal, dude. Well, dude,
all right.
What do we say now?
We say now, thank you to all you awesome people out there for hanging in there with us and being a part of it. We love you. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, from the Guitar Gurus, from Dan and Dan.
Southern Maryland's #1 choice.
Yeah, dude, I gotta go
Music Talk
back.
Radio.
It's been so long, man. Yeah, we are the #1 choice for Music Talk Radio in Southern Maryland. This is the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, and we will see you guys next week.